late by 2 minutes.
Nobody's here. Okay, good. I don't see anyone here.
Live by, no?
I think so. Can you guys see me? Can someone say hi, please? Not sure. Hey, yes. Good morning. We'll just wait for a few minutes and then maybe I can. I'm fine, Vijay. How are you? Hello. Raju Shrestha. Hello. Hi. This is my first live on YouTube, so I'm not really sure. Thank you so much. Good morning. It's 10:34 here in Mexico. Mr. Rohit, I'm a teacher. I teach, but I'm here because of my husband's job. Where are your daughters? Well, they're sleeping. It's weekend, so they're still sleeping. Which job settled you in Mexico? Well, as I said, I'm here because of my husband's job. He works for an IT company and he had a project here in Mexico, and then that's why we moved here. But I'm working as a teacher. I teach English. Of course. Where are you from, Rohit? When you go back to USA? Why would I go back to USA? I'm a chemical engineer. I'm looking for chemical engineering jobs. Well, Mexico is a Spanish-speaking country, so it's little difficult to find a job here. But you can try uploading your resume in LinkedIn, and maybe you would get lucky and or permanently settled in Mexico only. Well, not permanently settled, but yes, for a few years we will be here in Mexico. Yes, I stay in Queretaro. We were in Mexico City for the first 2 years, but currently we are staying in Queretaro. IT sector is booming now in Mexico. There are a lot of new IT companies coming up. I saw a message in between saying Indian mom. Let me see where it was. Okay. Oh, you're from Maharashtra. Okay. That's nice. I think it's 10 o'clock in India, right? Night time. What else? Well, I have few questions here. I'm just waiting for people to join. Hola, buenas tardes. Well, here it's buenos dias. And a man with good enough money to live in Mexico. IT jobs, I'm not really very sure. I'm sorry. You want to come? Oh, well, that's some good news. My husband is joining me.
Hey Rohit, Rohit, there are so many opportunities that you have in Mexico, especially in the IT side. As we started growing in Mexico in large numbers, anything that you are interested in currently, I think from IT, it's more in terms of cloud, cybersecurity, any field that you look for, there are huge opportunities. So you can very well try once you have certifications done, a little bit of Spanish, and then you can get into local companies as well.
But how do they find a job?
So once you get your profile updated, I can share some of the links that we have, like Naukri.com we have in India. We also have few websites which are mostly for Mexico, and once you look for that opportunity, you can get it. And all the very best, Rohit.
Utter butter English. Hello, buenos dias. How do you compare life in Mexico to life in India? Well, it's definitely different from life in India. Yes, but well, I don't think it's better to compare, but yeah, life is definitely different in Mexico and in India. How did you find your home? Are there any good websites for new construction in Queretaro? Well, the easiest way to find houses here in Queretaro is through a realtor. But there are a few websites. I'm not sure whether they're very active. I can share a few on my social media. Yes, my dog was here. Okay, Rohit has one more question. I want to get into IT and I like these three basic.
Cloud.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Our life in Guanajuato. Hello. You have a doubt Mexico is a safe country to live? Yes, definitely Mexico is a safe country to live. I've been living here for the last 10 years, so it's definitely safe. Did I miss any questions? All right, I think I did answer. Do you find the Spanish language difficult? Yes, it's definitely difficult, especially when I have to speak in past or future. Well, I know the vocabulary, but it's difficult to communicate. Yes, it's definitely difficult. Consideras que crecido is. Yes, I think I have seen this question of yours, Mr. Christian. Yes, the diaspora in Mexico is definitely increasing. Indian diaspora is definitely increasing. When I came here 8 years back, there were not so many Indians here, but now there are many companies coming up and there are many Indians coming to Mexico. ¿Cómo estás? I follow you on Instagram and we spoke to, hi Shreyasi Vishwas. Yes, I know you. You look stunning. Thank you so much. I didn't recognize because your name is different here. Okay, Pavan, for people like us moving to Mexico. Thank you, Pavan. Thank you for motivation. Thanks a lot. Mexico is a beautiful country, and I watched your vlogs on Onam. When I get free time, I spend my time to watch travel and all. Yes, it's a beautiful country. Definitely, it's a beautiful country. A lot of places to explore, and definitely a nice place to explore. Life in Guanajuato. Do you have recommendations for good Indian restaurants we would love to try? Well, I myself am looking for a good Indian restaurant here. In Mexico City, there are a couple of them.
My suggestion is a very good restaurant is in Querétaro. My wife cooks much better.
Yeah, right. I myself am looking for a restaurant here because, yes, sometimes even I feel like going and having good food in a restaurant, but we don't have. There is one here in Querétaro called Zaika. It's not a restaurant, it's run by a couple, but yeah, they cook good food. In Guanajuato, do we have? I don't think so. I'm not sure about Guanajuato. Yes, I think it's better you join. Oh, such a sweet husband you have. Yes, he's the motivation and everything behind this channel.
No, in front of the camera, I have to do that.
Sir, I need to do a certification to enter IB Mexico IT. Do I need experience first? Because I'm a mechanical engineer, not in. Rohit, I think I will answer you. If you can message me on Instagram, I will give you more information about these things. Okay. How's Rocky? Rocky's here, all handsome as usual. Rocky, look here. There. You have fans, Rocky. Yeah. What else? Driving license in Mexico.
It's
Will,
very fast to get it.
will international driving permit from India help?
I would say you will have to start with an international driving license. I think for the first 6 months you can drive with Indian license. However, it should not take more than 1 hour for you to get a Mexican driving license. It's very fast. The process is really fast. Schedule an appointment, and then you'll have to go for a small interview. They'll have 10 questions that you'll have to do it online. Then a medical test, eye checkup, and that's it. And a small U-turn or reverse, and you just have to drive for a few seconds, and you get the license immediately.
Yeah, it's not really difficult. I have my license, so it's not really difficult. You have to, as he mentioned, there's an online exam to do with some 10 or 12 questions, which are quite easy. And then a medical test, eye test, and then you just have to drive and show them. When I did it like few years back, there was not even, I didn't even have to drive. So it was easy. But I think now you have to do a driving test.
Yeah, and you get it for 5 years, and you can renew it. And in the second renewal, you don't even have to do the test drive.
Oh, I'm also a YouTuber. I have my second channel with 61K. Oh my God, Rohit, you, you are senior to me. Preeti, I'll be traveling to Monterey in few months for my PhD. Do you have any idea how is Monterey to live? Yes, Monterey is another beautiful place. We have been there a couple of times. We have very close friends and family there in Monterey, and it's a nice place. It's a little expensive than Queretaro, but definitely a nice place to live. Hola, tus hijas ya hablan español. Sí, ellas hablan muy bien. They're experts. They speak very well. Shiv Shankar, hello, mom and dad.
Hi, beta, how are you?
Beta, sab kaise? Are more Indians coming to Mexico to live for whatever reasons? Yes, there are many Indians coming up. Many IT companies are coming up here, so I think that's the reason.
We just had one meet with Indian embassy. Last week they were here. Mr. Ambassador sir was here along with some delegates. We explained them how we grew in the last couple of years. Earlier when we started, we had around like 50, 70. But today in Querétaro, we are around like 350 plus. And there are 100, 200 more people are processing their visas. So very soon you can see a good number of Indians in Querétaro.
I hope you guys don't start hating us for for coming to your country. Is driving exam in English or Spanish?
You have both options. You can choose either English or Spanish. You have to tell them in advance what language you prefer. It's basic questions. It's like the symbols that on the streets when you drive, right? There'll be bump. You'll have to slow down. So those kind of questions only will be asked.
Do you prefer Mexico to live in terms of culture and living conditions? Yes, definitely. Why not? We are very comfortable living here. We didn't have any issues. My husband says you're all welcome. Thank you so much. Our meet is pending. We definitely have to meet up. Either you guys come to Querétaro or we're going to come to Guanajuato. How is work-life balance in Mexico?
It's pretty much same. I mean, I think compared to India, I think we are having a good time here. We balance our work life. You have seen lots of videos of us traveling that clearly indicates that we work a lot. Parallelly, we also spend good time with our family. It's again on us how we balance it. Sometimes you will have to work little extra hours. That's when the family will support you, and when family needs your time, you'll have to ensure that you also give it equally.
I think one good thing about here is like when you have vacations, they really give importance to vacations and family. It's not like you're on vacations and you take office calls. But in India, it's different. Like vacations means sometimes the husband is busy with office work, but here it's not that much. When it's vacations, it's vacations. So that's one good thing. So I think there's a perfect balance of work and personal life here. Yes, this is my first live. I was really nervous. I wasn't sure that, people would show up. I was telling him that maybe I would be the only one and there would be no questions, but I'm glad you guys could join. Thank you so much for joining. Maybe if this is a success, I will do this often. Otherwise, this would be my first and last live on YouTube. I hope I didn't miss any questions. And how is Guadalajara? Is it expensive? I think Guadalajara is almost similar to Queretaro. It's a bigger city than Queretaro. And I have already done a couple of videos on Guadalajara when we visited Guadalajara. It's a nice place. Expensive? I don't think so. I think it's in terms with, yeah, it's reasonable, like, not reasonable, but yeah, it's similar to Queretaro. Thank you so much. Yes, please give my live a thumbs up and please share it with your friends so they can also join. One more question. Do you have any idea about PhD studies and scope in Mexico? Yes, Preeti, there are a lot of PhD students here in Mexico. In fact, I think PhD is the only option to come to Mexico as a student because that's what I see. I'm not sure if there's anything else, but there are a lot of PhD students in Monterrey. I know many of them, well, not personally, but I have seen many of them in Monterrey, and there is a university here too, where there are many students coming from India to study PhD. So yes, PhD definitely has scope here, and I think you have chosen the right path. And what do you like most about Mexico? Well, it's been it's been more than 10 years, and I think I like everything about Mexico now. But yes, when I first moved here, the first and foremost thing I liked definitely the warmth and the kindness about people here. They're very welcoming. I never felt like a foreigner here or a stranger here. So I think that's the best part about Mexico and Mexicans. My old question. Oh, yes, Shiv Shankar, you're the one who keeps asking about the salary. Well, the salary, as I don't know if I answered you this before, but I know many bachelors who live here or a family who live here comfortably with around 30 to 50,000 pesos. Very comfortable life in Mexico. And as I have told many times in my previous videos, Mexico is similar to India. It depends where you're living, it depends how you're living. So, if you want to live a luxurious life, you can live, or you can live a very simple life with basic things because there are a lot of local stores where you can buy things cheaper, and there are big plazas and malls where you can buy expensive things and brands. So, it all depends on how you want to live. Where are you from India? I'm from South. I'm actually from Kerala, but I grew up completely in Hyderabad. So I would say I'm from South. Kerala. That's why you would see my profile saying Hyderabadi Malayali because I'm from Kerala and also Hyderabad. Atul, hi, beautiful. Thank you. Have you watched any Mexican series on Netflix? If yes, spill the beans. Which one was your favorite? I think we've seen many, right? Which was our favorite? Narcos and a lot of them.
I mean, I prefer Narcos is my favorite, I would say, and then we had Suits. That's also one of the
No, but in Mexico, the Spanish.
Spanish ones.
Yeah, we have watched a lot of
La
Mexican
Reina
series.
del
La Reina del Sur. And what else? I don't remember, but yeah, we've watched a few of them. And the last was Breaking Bad. It's not a Spanish video series, but yeah, Breaking Bad was one of our favorites, which we, binge watched sitting. Okay, what else? Do you have any idea how expats find housing as a land in Guadalajara? We don't find much on Google or Telegram.
No, in fact, whenever somebody comes from India, most of the times, for example, I just give you an example of TCS, right? Because most of those guys are from TCS. And when they come, they try to connect with their colleagues or supervisors, and we have a group, we have a WhatsApp group, and we add them into that group. And then they keep asking, I'm coming on so and so date. Are there any houses that I can rent? Or if I'm coming with my family, I need an independent house. If I'm coming as a bachelor, can I share a house with somebody else? So that way, in that group, they exchange messages, and by the time they come here, they have the house ready.
Yeah, Nancy, the best thing would be connect with your manager who recruited you from here and ask them if they have any Indians here. And through them, you can connect. That's one thing. The second thing is there are many Facebook groups. For example, Indians in Mexico, Indians in Guadalajara, Indians in Queretaro. Check that in Facebook. They frequently keep posting there if there are any vacancies or any houses which are vacant. You can do that. And also there are WhatsApp groups in all the states. So you can connect through the manager who recruited you, and you can join to those groups and you can find a house. Okay, or after moving here also you can do that, you can find where your house is, where your office is, and you can just take a help of a local, go around, and you will find houses with vacancies.
If you need some help in Querétaro, do let us know.
Okay. Please don't do voiceovers more in vlog. It doesn't give the live vlog feel. You can. Sure, Atul. I will try my best. How much time I need to give to learn Spanish, at least. That depends completely on individual. Here is a person
10 years and I still didn't
who
learn.
is here in Mexico for last 10 years and doesn't speak Spanish. He understands, but he doesn't speak Spanish because he doesn't want to learn.
No, I want to learn. I will. Very soon I will.
So I think it depends on the individual and how much you communicate with the locals. His job requires him to communicate with clients in US, so he doesn't need to speak to locals, more Mexicans. But I need to communicate with the plumbers or electricians who come home, so I communicate more in Spanish. Probably that's why my Spanish is better than him. So
No, I speak very good Spanish.
which only he understands. Problem on my end is we are the first team on our team members are in Texas. Okay, Nancy. All right. And you told me you're moving to Guadalajara, right, Nancy? Can you make a video about gym if possible? You mean gyms here in Mexico? What do you want me to make? Can you be more specific? So there are no more channels. So keep doing regularly and give the best content. All the best. Thank you. Sure, Atul. Definitely, I'll try my best. As I said, I'm also working. He's also working. So sometimes we don't really get time to go and make more videos. But yes, I will try to be more consistent and I will try to make more videos.
Give her ideas. She is almost exhausted with all ideas, what she can do.
Exactly. I'm running out of ideas. So, so do give me ideas if you have anything. Do tell me what kind of videos you want, and I will definitely make them. Nancy, what you can do is, as I said, you can try checking in the Facebook groups, and you will definitely find help there.
Guadalajara, right?
Guadalajara.
And you let us know when you're coming. We have a couple of friends there. We can connect them with you, and you can talk to them and find out the location where you want.
You can message me on Instagram, Nancy, and I can help you out. Well, not to find a house, but I can help you connect with people in Guadalajara. Okay. What else? Should I go in on Instagram? Let me try to connect in Instagram because there were many questions who asked me, like people asked me from Instagram. So maybe let me see if I can. You can share daily routine, explore the daily places, do some pranks on your daughters. I'm not very good at making pranks. They are very good at making pranks on me. So that's not my cup of tea. Let me see if I can connect to Instagram. Oh, but I don't have Instagram here, I guess. Sure, Nancy. Can you show us more places in city and shopping video? Your past videos were good. Sure. The thing with Queretaro is we don't have really many places here in Queretaro to explore. But yes, I will try to make more travel vlogs for sure.
I am not paying.
No problem, Nancy. Okay, I'm just trying to connect to my hmm, Instagram. Any more questions or? Your communication is too good. You can start some courses like welcome for your subscribers, paid courses. I'll be your first student. How sweet. Thank you, Atul, for the idea. As I said, I'm already a tutor. I already teach English here in a language school. So I don't really want to do the same thing again online. That's one reason. One more question. How about spouse on dependent visa? Is it easy to get a job? Non technical background. Well, about the visa, I'm not very sure. It depends on your company. But what was the other question? Non technical background to get an easy job. As I said, Mexico is a completely Spanish-speaking country. Most of the companies prefer local people, and they want people who can speak Spanish. So it would be a little difficult to get a job non-technically, but it's not impossible. So I think he should be able to find.
Dependent visa, they will have to wait for 4 years to get.
For dependent, 4 years?
To get permanent residency, only then they can work.
Yes. So my husband is telling me that you need to stay here at least for 4 years, and then you would get the card, the permanent resident card, and then only he can start working. Okay. Is Guadalajara a safe place? Yes, Guadalajara is a safe place, definitely a safe place. There are few issues. I mean, you might be hearing few incidences, but I think that's normal in every country. Every country has its share of crimes and problems. That's the same case in Mexico too. If you're in a wrong place at the wrong time, maybe you will have some problems. But otherwise, Mexico is just like any other country. It's safe to live. There's no problem. But yes, there are few incidents of crime here and there, just like any other country. I may be traveling in a month of March. Okay. So you're going to be here in Mexico very soon. Welcome, welcome. My company is planning to give an on-site opportunity for Mexico. I'm a regular viewer. Great, Atul. Do take up the opportunity. It's a nice place. And that's exactly the reason I'm making videos for people to know that Mexico is not as dangerous as it's being portrayed. It's being portrayed as a wrong way, but it's a nice place. Okay, anything else? Did I miss any questions? Your husband can work on dependent visa, you said. Are you sure? It depends on the company. For example, I was working on.
Second, it totally depends on what kind of work he wants to do, right? Most of the time, if he's coming on a dependent visa and he needs to get salary in account, bank account, it might be a challenge because they will have to have some kind of forms that they need to fill and then a job permit and other things. And Some of the places here, for example, the small teaching courses and other things, they don't pay in bank account. They just give cash. And there are some small. I mean, if he wants to work full time and then earn good money, it might be difficult because the entire salary has to come into bank account, and that has to go to your SAT. SAT is nothing but your tax department, right? And if he has to earn a good amount, but if it's okay to do small activities and then earn a little bit, probably he can. But working full time, he cannot do it with dependent visa. He needs to have job permit.
In big companies, he might not be able to, they might not recruit on dependent visa, but small companies which pay you in cash on hand, they might not have a problem. But we're not very sure about that. Okay, monthly expenses. Well, this is a question which I always get about monthly questions, but it's really difficult to answer because it all depends on individual. For example, we are a family of four, and we live in an area called Hurikia, which is a bit expensive. So obviously the things are expensive here. But again, when you move to another area in Queretaro, there are places where you can get things in locally, and it might not be as expensive as here, and the house rent also might be different. So as I said earlier, it all depends on the area that you're going to live or you're planning to live. So Mexico is just like India. You can live lavishly or you can live with basic expense. So don't worry about all that.
So a person can stay in Mexico with 5,000 comfortably, 5,000 pesos per month comfortably. At the same time, you can also live with 100,000 pesos per month comfortably. So it again depends which location and what kind of standard of living you have.
Exactly. So, I mean, if you're a person who goes out like every day, who eats out every day, then obviously it's going to be expensive. So that's the reason I don't give a specific answer for this. I get a lot of questions about this, asking about monthly expenses, but I cannot really be very specific because it depends on individual and it depends on the area you live in. It's like asking someone how is the expense in monthly expense in India. It's different, right? If you're in Mumbai and in a busy location, then obviously it's expensive.
So if you ask me, I would say 50% of my salary goes for my provisions and other things, and 50% goes for her shopping and other things. So
That's not true. He's exaggerating. Saludos desde India. Wow, that in Spanish. I would like to visit Querétaro one day. Please do.
Most welcome.
Welcome. Where are you from, Parsh Gala? And Nandakumar, where are you moving to? Are you coming to Querétaro or Mumbai, India? All right, okay. എൻ്റെ ഇൻസ്റ്റാഗ്രാം ഇതില്ല I can't log in. Any other questions? Did I miss? Have you guys learned Spanish? Is or English is okay for working and other things? Well, Spanish is definitely required to live in Mexico because most of them, everyone speaks Spanish here. It's a Spanish-speaking country, but it depends on where you're working. For example, my husband works in a company where most of them speak English, and he requires to speak to the US clients. So he manages with just English and a little bit of Spanish, basic Spanish. But if you're working in a more local company, then definitely Spanish is mandatory. You need to communicate in Spanish. And regarding our Spanish, well,
I'm very good.
he speaks basic Spanish, and my Spanish is better than him, I can say that. And my kids speak excellent Spanish because, in school, most of the kids speak Spanish, so they speak excellent Spanish.
See, it again depends. You will be comfortable talking to someone in your regional language or the language, your mother tongue, right? It's similar in Mexico as well. They feel comfortable. They feel that we are so connected with them if you speak in Spanish. So it's always good to learn a different language. Though I am a little behind that, but they feel connected. They feel more connected when you speak to them in Spanish. But English, yes, you can definitely manage in English. And Mexico has been growing for the last couple of years, and you see lots of people speaking English as well. But learning Mexican language, which is Spanish, is always good.
Yes, that's an added advantage if you want to be more welcomed by locals. Muchas gracias. Parsh, you speak better Spanish than us, I guess. How is Rocky? Sorry, is Rocky an Indian or Mexican dog? He's a Mexican dog, yes. he,
No, he's
he's a Mexican dog brought up by Indian parents and understands Malayalam, which is our local, our regional language. So he's a mix of everything. But yeah, we got him here in Mexico after moving to this house.
I don't think he's a husky. I mean, he's
He's more an Indian dog now.
yeah.
Nandakumar is moving to Guadalajara. Ah, okay. It's a nice place. Blackwater. Blackwater. It was nice to meet you on Sunday. I think, yeah, we met last Sunday in the ambassador meet, right? Thank you for coming and speaking.
And actually, one more thing I want to tell everyone off late. I was thinking earlier that I have to introduce my wife to others because I am working and she's at home. But that has become a myth now because I was in Guadalajara for one of our office meet, and one guy comes to me and says, "You are husband of Indian woman in Mexico, right?" So I was like, I don't know, whether like I should be like embarrassed or I should feel happy, but I was really glad that he came and said, "You are husband of Indian woman in Mexico." I said, "Yes, I am," and then I took a photo and then sent it to my wife saying that he's your fan. He's based out of Guadalajara. Recently, same thing happened again during Diwali festival. There are so many people who have come across and they're like, "Hey, Indian woman in Mexico, can I take a picture with you?"
Yeah, it feels
So,
good. Thank you so much.
and recently, last week, also a couple of guys came and said, "Hey, you are Indian mom in Mexico's husband." I said, "Yes, I am." And then let me introduce you to my
Maybe he
wife.
can start a channel. Husband of Indian mom in Mexico. Okay, thank you for that. Imelda, I have no question, just to tell you that I love your content and I love how you show your life in Mexico, which is my beautiful country. Blessings to you and your beautiful family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know you because of your wife.
There you go, one more.
How is schooling in Mexico? My kid is 3. He's supposed to join school soon. Will we have language problems while admission? With a 3-year-old kid, I can assure you, you won't have any problem with the language. They're going to pick the language very fast. Kids, they pick up Spanish really, really fast. And 3 years old is a vulnerable age where he can learn, different languages. So don't worry about that. He will pick up the language. You might have a problem picking up the language, but your kid will not have any problem picking up the language.
Yeah, when we came here, our kids were 4 and 6, I believe, and within 1 year, I would say 6 months. 6 months, they picked up the language faster.
They pick up really fast.
Because they
Don't
speak to
worry.
their friends, right? And then day in, day out, they speak to them in Spanish and then they pick up very fast.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We love watching your videos. We have lived in Mexico too, currently living in USA, hoping to live in Mexico in 2023. Great, Joshua. So are you a Mexican? Your name sounds... She's a celebrity now.
I
Not
keep
yet.
saying that in Diwali, during Diwali festival, I felt like I am Dr. Nene and then taking pictures of her with her fans.
No, not yet, but hope to reach there someday. Horchata or agua de Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Agua de Jamaica. But to be frank with you, I'm not a big fan of both horchata nor agua de Jamaica. It's been so many years here. Still, I don't like the taste of Jamaica or horchata. Not a big fan. Sorry about that, but yes, I'm not a big fan of these two drinks.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of tequila.
No, not true.
Just kidding.
What has been your favorite weekend trip from Queretaro? From Queretaro, I think in Queretaro, I think there are only few places like Bernal and couple of Vineyard, Tequisquiapan, what else? San de Miguel. My personal favorite, if you ask me, is Tequisquiapan. That's my
Close by,
favorite.
which is
Yeah,
close
which is
by.
closer, just 45 minutes drive, and I like to go there, visit the downtown, and I really like that place.
And some of these things that are house we got from Tequisquiapan.
Yeah.
The one you see there.
It's a nice place to shop local things, and I really like. And shopping is my favorite hobby, so Texiocan is my favorite place. Yes, I'm US born Mexican, and my wife is Desi. Oh, there you come. Okay. Oh, and that question was from Parsh, who's from Mumbai. Oh, it was a nice ambassador meetup. Yes, definitely it was.
We'll do it more often once we have more people joining us.
Where is your wife from, Joshua? Which part of India? Hi, I'm from Oaxaca. You should visit my state. Oaxaca is on our list, but the problem visiting that place is we need at least 5 to 6 days, of time from our work. So he should be free, I should be free, kids should be free. So it all depends on that. How about Christmas? Do you think it's a nice place to visit during
Not
this?
nice time.
Sorry, nice time during December. Is it very cold? How is the weather in Oaxaca?
So now we have a house in Oaxaca, right?
Please watch Canada couple vlogs. It might be help. It will help you for content. Might be you're watching it. No, I'm not aware of it. Yeah, I'll check that out. Thank you. Oh, Joshua's wife is from New Delhi. That's nice. Got to know people like you and Chandan. Hope to have more meetup. Yes, Blackwater. We'll have more meetups. Also from Karachi, we both grew up in Chicago. Oh, good to know. Okay, I've been regular on your videos past few months. Thanks to you, I made decision to take Mexico opportunity when everyone was opposing, saying it's not safe and I'll keep up the good work. Thank you, Nancy. Yes, I get a lot of. There are many people who tell me that you have this pressure from the family saying that Mexico is not a good place, don't go, and they have seen the videos and they they have taken up the decision. I'm glad I could give you that decision to make. But yes, that's the fact. Mexico is not how it is portrayed. People portray it as a very dangerous place, but it's not like that. It's just like any other country. It does have some crime, which is normal in any other country, right? No country is safe. If you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, there will be problems.
Tell me how safe is US? Small kids are getting killed, right?
Yeah, any country has its share of
So
crimes.
let's not look at the bad side of it. Trust me, Mexicans are much better. Especially they greet you, they wish you, even though they have seen you for the first time, they just pass by, they say good morning, good afternoon, good evenings. And I don't think even in India we do that to the people who we know. To the neighbors also, we don't say hi, hello, good morning. But here, everybody would wish each other while they pass by.
And I know many people who moved here just for 1 or 2 years and who are settled here in Mexico, including us. We were planning just for 2 or 3 years, and we are kind of settled here now. So I think that's what
Mexico draws,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, you come here for a few years, but you plan to settle because it's a beautiful country. So you won't regret on that decision. Trust me on that.
Yeah, the only thing is that don't venture out in the wrong place in the wrong time.
Yes, and don't try to explore places that you don't know. Always consult a local or people who have been here, and then visit a place. That's the only suggestion that I would give. Any get together during Christmas? No, not sure. Blackwater, we haven't planned anything. Let's see.
So normally we travel to Monterrey. We have family friends there. Either they come over here or we go. But this year so far we have not planned anything.
He just came back from India, so we're still planning on another vacation. Let's see. Is nice weather mostly of the year. Good in June. In Oaxaca, right? Oh, okay. So December is definitely a good time to visit, I guess. People think it's all about drugs because of news. Exactly. That's what people think. When they say Mexico, they think it's only drugs. It's not that there are drug
But
cartels.
unfortunately, the consumption of drugs is more in US. So we can't blame Mexico for that.
Yeah, it's not true. They think the drug cartels are everywhere, just like they show in the in the movies and series. Well, I have not seen any drug cartel till date, and it's not true. So don't believe what you see on TV or news. Are you meeting with Nay and Vivek? Yes, Ricardo, that is definitely on the plan. Nay has been a very good supporter for me from the starting, from the day I started this channel. Nay has always supported me. Nay is the creator of Line Credible India, in case you guys didn't know. She is a famous YouTuber, a Mexican YouTuber who lives in India. And she has always supported me, and she's currently in Mexico now. But she's quite away from Queretaro, so we have to plan someday to go meet them up. Let's see.
And again, she's always busy, so I think we'll have to take time from her to
Yeah,
see
she
when
has
she
to be
can.
free. We have to be free. But yes, we will meet up for sure one day. I've already spoken to her, and the plan is there. In July, it's a big celebration called Gualeguetza. Oh, I didn't know that. It's in Oaxaca, you're talking about?
Yeah, but July she's planning to go to India.
Yes, July is when I'm planning to visit India, so I'm not sure if we can visit. Only time we can visit is during Christmas or in
April.
April, because that is when kids will also have vacation. So that's the plan. Let's see. Every country has good and bads. Exactly. That's the point. Ricardo, that's great.
In fact, I think what we have seen in the last 10 years is always the good side of Mexico, not the bad side.
We have heard few bad news. It's not that there are no bad things happening. There are bad things
Yeah, that's
happening,
what I
but
said. Most of the times we have
good
seen the
things.
good side, not ventured into the bad side so far, and we hope we continue to see only the good side of Mexico.
Yeah. And I think we should always take the positive side of any place you live, right? I would like to visit Querétaro. Please do. It's a nice place. Where are you currently, Mescalero? Oh, it's been 47 minutes. Any other questions, or maybe we will wind up?
We should thank everyone for joining.
Yeah, of course. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I think it's been almost 47 minutes now. I used to live in California and I tried curry, and I hope you liked it. That's nice.
My friends are a good fan of Indian food. I mean, when I go to, I used to take food to office, and then half the time I don't get my food to eat because they steal my food. They say Indian food is really good, and especially some of the curries, when you make it, it is really tasty.
Yeah.
And they also started making in their house as well. So they tried understanding how to make those curries, and they did it, and they gave it. It was really good. They made real
Yeah,
good Indian
I've
curries.
seen that most of the Mexicans like Indian food, so I won't be surprised that you did. Kite movie reminds me of Mexico. Kite movie?
Kite, Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan's, really?
That's in Mexico. I mean, they like drugs and other things.
Yeah. Buenos tardes from New Jersey. Happy to see you on live. Someone commented on drugs. Just wanted to add our experience in the US. Drug is a huge problem. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I think drug is a huge problem in US as well. So, as I said, every country has its shares of problems. So don't just see Mexico as a country with drugs. No.
And that's a sad part because on movies you always see Mexico considered as like drug mafia, nothing beyond drug mafia. But in reality, you have so many celebrities, you have so many famous personalities in different fields coming out of Mexico, but then they don't show that. That is the sad part.
Thank you for answering our questions. Hasta luego. Adios. Buenas noches from India. Adios. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. What else? You have a very nice family and a great channel. Thank you, Joshua. Joshua, sorry. Thank you so much. I really like Indian food. That's great, Melly. Where are you from, Melly? Melly Lopez. Rohit, please do live like this. I would love to. This was my first trial, and since I have a good response, I think I will do more lives. Thank you. Thank you for joining. God bless all your family. Thank you, Rohit. Are you guys planning back to India? Mescalero, right now we are not planning to go back because my husband is all working here. Kids are comfortable in the school, so it's a crucial time of our career and school time. So we are not planning right now to move back. Maybe in future, we don't know. We're not sure. We don't know what is there in stock in future. But right now we are planning to be here as long as we can.
I think the only time they go for India trip is on vacations. That's what they
Yes.
want to do it.
Right now, yes, because my kids are in school, they are very happy with the friends. So right now, we're not planning to go back. Stay safe and happy. All the best for your YouTube career. Thank you, Atul. Thank you so much. I'm from Mexico, but I'm living in US. Hi, Melly. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Alex. Hi, madam. A big fan from India. Thank you, Alex. And Melly likes Indian food. So I think you find Indian food in US a lot, right? You have a lot of Indian restaurants there. Your husband speaks English?
Oh, I speak English.
Your question should be, does your husband speak Spanish?
I do speak Spanish as well.
He definitely speaks English, but yeah, Spanish we are not really that good at.
No, I speak. I don't understand, but I speak very good.
You don't understand what you speak? Madam, can you please tell the procedure? I have already made a couple of videos on that, Alex. Story is Spanish. Yeah, that's what I thought. How could you ask about English? Well, he speaks basic Spanish, but
See,
not like.
again, it's in the communication, right? I want to express something, I do it good. Whether my phrasing of the sentence is good or bad, I don't care. Because she's a teacher, she wants to say this is how you have to phrase it. I don't go for that. I say something, the other person understands and he reciprocates. So that is my communication, and I'm good in that.
That's true. He speaks Spanish, and the other person understands. It's not grammatically correct, but yeah, he speaks Spanish.
Now I think give me like 3 to 6 months, and this time I'm serious. I'm going to learn Spanish.
I've been hearing that for the last 10
No,
years.
this is
Thank you for your videos. We have temporary residency interview soon and planning to move to Queretaro in the future. Your videos are helping us to get a good idea about Queretaro. Thank you so much, Kamrul. Glad that my videos are helping you, and all the best for your interview. Good luck. I'm planning to do my higher education in Mexico, Alex.
it's much better. I think it's reasonable. You don't have to spend more money like you spend in US, and you get a good education system in Mexico. I'm sorry, it was supposed to be her channel, and I'm just trespassing and then speaking on her behalf.
Good, good. Okay. Yes, there are many restaurants here. Yes, Melly, when we visit US, that's one thing that we really enjoy because there are so many Indian restaurants there and at a very reasonable price. Here in Querétaro, we don't have good Indian restaurants. The good Indian restaurants are in Mexico City. So either when we go to Mexico City, we try to go to the Indian restaurants, or when we go to US, we go to the Indian restaurants. Samuel, got admission in Tec de Monterrey. Tec de Monterrey, do you have any idea about the university and Monterrey in general? Yes, Tec de Monterrey is one of the famous universities here in Mexico. It's a very good university. And there are many students who are studying there. Even Monterrey, in Querétaro, and even in Guadalajara.
There's many places. There are many, I mean, many places, sorry, many cities in Mexico where you have Tec de Monterrey. It's one of the finest and very good universities.
Very popular university. So you have made a right decision. Don't worry about that.
It might be a little expensive, but it's worth.
Hi, guy. Namaste. Namaste. Hi, sir. Thank you. May I know your name? Alex is asking your name.
Deepthi Satish. That's how she's Deepthi Satish.
How expensive is life in Querétaro?
It isn't. I mean, we answered it, but okay.
Well, I have already answered this. Expensive. Well, it depends on the area that you live. Queretaro has different places. Some are very reasonable, some are expensive. So it all depends on where you're planning to live.
And what you want to eat, what you want to drink, how much you want to spend. Again, it's a standard of living, right? If I don't want to spend more, I can live a reasonable. Go to a reasonable restaurant. I eat good food. If I want to like spend good money, then I can go to higher restaurants. So you can live with 5,000 or you can live with 100,000 pesos.
It depends on where you get the groceries from. For example, the local markets are not that expensive, but if you go to big malls, they are expensive. So it all depends on that. But I think now Querétaro is becoming a little more expensive because there are a lot of expats moving here.
Not expands. I think there's so many people moving across. Even from Mexico City, we have seen so many people moving out in the last 2 to 3 years. We have noticed around like 25 to 30,000 families from Mexico City have moved to Querétaro.
Samuel says he got a full scholarship. Wow, congratulations. Just waiting for my visa once again. Thank you, sir, ma'am. Glad to hear that, Samuel. Tec de Monterrey is definitely a good university. All right, I think it's going to be almost 1 hour. If you guys have no more questions, I'll wind up here and maybe we'll do another live again. I work for Google Operations Center. Is there any chance to get a job in Mexico? If yes, can you please guide me through the further steps? Operations Center.
We do have lots of opportunities. There are lots of companies coming here. Recently, Microsoft also started their their center, one of the centers in Querétaro. Not just Querétaro, we have Guadalajara where lots of IT companies are there. Google is also there in Guadalajara. In Mexico City also you find those companies. So IT companies are booming in Mexico and there are lots and lots of opportunities in Mexico.
If Satish Bhai played cricket for Querétaro team.
I used to play. I'm a little lazy nowadays. When we came here, we had again, as we mentioned earlier, we were playing in Parque Dos Mil. We had like 4 teams, 5 teams, and then we played the tournament, and that was the first tournament that we had, and we won that tournament. But after that, I was a little lazy to drive on the weekend. I rather sit on that is my favorite place, the white sofa behind us. That's exactly where I spend most of my time on Saturdays and Sundays. So I don't go out. I just sit on the sofa and watch TV. I'm a little lazy. No, but yes, I do love cricket. I used to play a lot during my college days. I represented my college. Then after that, I think I stopped. But I enjoy cricket. I love cricket.
And on Saturdays, I usually have somewhere or something planned. So I think that's why he doesn't get time to play.
No, probably I'll have to do it to save some money because when I take her out, I spend a lot of money. Instead of that, I rather go and play cricket and then come back. I save money.
Not true. He's just lazy. Putting the blame on me. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It's been almost an hour. So I think we'll wind up. Thank you so much for joining the live. And since I have got a good response, I will try to make lives more often. Thank you so much.
You all should encourage your friends also to join her so that she'll be more excited to see more numbers coming in.
Yes, and please do share, subscribe to the channel because I do see views, but I don't have
likes,
likes on my videos. So please don't forget to like the videos when you watch it. Saludos de Cuernavaca. Oh, saludos, Mr. Juan. Does your husband like golfing? We have been to a couple of,
we have in Querétaro, we have a couple of places where we can golf. I mean,
we have tried our hands on that, but we are not experts. We just try on weekends. Sometimes to kill time, we go and do it.
We just rent it for 1 hour and then we just hit the ball. That's it. We don't see whether it goes into the right direction or not. We get like 50 balls, I believe 50 or 100 balls, and then we keep hitting one after that.
Yeah, in our own way. Thank you. Glad to see you both. Thank you, Kamrul, for joining. Thank you so much. Lito, hey Lito, I remember your comments on my videos. Thank you so much for leaving your valuable comments. Thank you so much. All right, so thank you everyone for joining. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you more often on live. And please don't forget to like and share to my share and subscribe to my channel. So see you next time.
Most of the time, you might not see her. You might see this face. You can just meet me and say, yes, you're the husband of Indian Mom in Mexico, and I will be glad to introduce her to.
Yes, please don't forget to come and say hi when you see me somewhere. That definitely gives me a motivation to make more videos. And do give me ideas on the content because I'm running out of ideas. So I'll be glad to make more videos. So thank you so much. Have a great weekend. See you
Stay
all.
blessed, guys. Stay blessed. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.